We're live. We are live. Hello, Jason. Nice to see you. Ganja Goon's already in the house. Let us see. We got Marty. Marty, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. DabTool420. Eddie Turner, how you doing? All right, guys. We do have Jason Sarrio himself in the building, the developer of Platanaso, the person that has sat there and coded and put in 3,000 lines of code into this contract. 3,000 lines of code. So some things did happen, and me and Jason talked. We were on a Twitter. Uh, well, what do you call it? Twitter AMA.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
a Twitter AMA.
yeah, I was on a Twitter AMA. We got some clarifications. I figured, hey, let's get down the channel. Let's talk about what happened. Hear it from Jason, and see where we go from here. I think it's important that we find out what exactly happened. Jason's the man with the answers. He knows. He understands this stuff, right? So, Jason, go ahead.
So, hello to everyone out there. Let me explain to you what happened today. We had a pre-seller who, pretty much dropped his whole entire bag. He decided to sell his whole entire bag, and got pretty upset by some things that were said in the community. But it was an emotional sell, and that pre-seller is completely out. So that's what happened from that dip that we were. We were at 25, and I think we hit around 4. So and then we bounced back up after once that pre-sale stopped and everything like that. We started going back up. That's basically the gist of what happened today with that. And I've been doing AMAs after another on Twitter. I did a AMA on there. Also did one on Telegram for our community to let them know what the situation is and everything like that going on.
Right. Right. And Jason, I think it's important. Right now, you do a full time job. Right now, you are working in a position that needs the most attentive of detail, right? Like, I just want you to explain your background, what you do for a living currently, and how we're going to go full time. You're going to go full time with Platanaso when that opportunity comes.
So down here, I live in New Orleans, Louisiana. Down here, I work in the EMS field for a private ambulance service down here, and from doing that, going in and helping people and so forth, doing that for like a year, when whole entire COVID hit, right? So doing all that made me see the fragility of life and stuff. But that's what I do, on a daily basis. And it's a 12-hour shift, and then once I get done with that, I deal with my project and the other things that I'm doing also with in the crypto space.
Right. And really what it is, guys, he is a operator. He literally dispatches ambulances. He
I
is the one.
So yeah, just to say, like, it's me, a partner, and we're in an ambulance and we're waiting for calls, and we're the ones that usually get on the scene if you're having a heart attack or a stroke or something like that. I'm the first guy on the scene, and we're taking you to the nearest to the nearest hospital or whatever, if you're having a stroke center and so forth. So I'm the first guy that you'll see if you get in a crash or something like that. Heaven forbid you don't, but here in New Orleans, just doing all that down here.
Yeah, you really are, man. You're saving lives out there. You are the first responder, bro. We are in coronavirus, and you're still out there taking calls, and that's the craziest part, right? That's
Yeah.
really one of the craziest things. And Jason, I think we should talk about the background for Platonay. So I know we're going to hit these points on our AMA as well, but I think it's important for the people that are new. They haven't seen, what Platanaso is trying to do, what the roadmap is. And real quick, where is the white paper?
The white paper is on GitHub. It should be linked to our website. So if you go to platanaso.com, you can pull it up from the website. There should be a link in the middle of the page called Useful Links. And it's right there, Teddy, down below.
I literally see.
Oh, there you go, right there. And it
Dude,
takes
look
you
at this. This
directly.
guys. So what I'm looking at, right? So for the people that aren't tech savvy, GitHub is a place where developers upload their code. There's public GitHub repositories. There's private GitHub repositories. So Jason has given us the entire code for Platanaso, his website, literally everything that you want from a developer, he has done. There is nothing that he's hiding. There's no secret sauce behind. Go ahead.
One little interruption there. The code is not actually on GitHub.
Where is your
So
code?
the code is actually, if you go to BCS scan and you
Yep.
look into read the
Oh, for
contract.
the contract? Yes,
Yeah, for the
yes.
contract, it's
Yes.
in BCS scan. So if you go BCS scan and you click read contract where the contract information is, and you scroll down, you can see all the complete code
So this is
for
right
the
here.
project.
This
Correct.
this is valid. I you can see it here. But you should upload it on GitHub as well to get that
Yeah,
validity.
we're working on that because I'm doing actually during my spare time, I'm making a markdown page, letting like the tech community know like what we're doing and stuff like that with the code. So the code is definitely going to be updated to the GitHub repository very soon.
Awesome. Awesome. And this is going to be our main GitHub repository for all the code that you ever upload.
Correct.
And
Everything
you
that
are
anything technical we do, that's going to
yeah,
be the repository for Platanaso.
awesome. I already see you have contracts in here and everything, so I know we're also working on some things in the back end, but regardless. Platanaso token. So let's go through this. What have you added?
So what we added was the use case. The upper portion is just our legal little disclaimer that the my attorney had me put in, just to make sure that we're covered because we are actually an LLC from Texas. So
Okay.
we did that document on the first day of the launch of the business, well, launch of the
Hmm.
token. So we are an LLC. So the attorneys that I hired told me I had to draft something up in the beginning to put it up there, and that's what they sent me. But after that, you're going down to the middle part. That's what we want to try to do with the project. Now, I have to go in
Hmm.
maybe tonight or tomorrow to actually update the white paper because we do not talk about our app that we're going to be developing down the
Right.
road.
Right.
So that's actually a new development that came once we launched the project. We realized that that's something that we wanted to do, and it just came on its own
Right.
through the ideas from the communities and talking to other people, and that gives us our majority of our use case.
Yeah. You want to talk about the app? I know for the guys that don't know, Jason did reach out to me. He's like, "Hey, Teddy, you're a great person in the space. I want to make an app." And we're working on the roadmap for the app. We're talking design. But Jason, let's talk about this app. Where exactly are we trying to do with this app?
So we're trying to encourage people to learn about Hispanic heritage and also about Spanish. And we're developing an app here that is going to teach something similar to Duolingo, but it's not like it at all because you're going to be paid Platanaso token by learning a different culture and learning about Spanish grammar and stuff like that. Now we haven't went into details on how we're going to set it up. I'm still talking to a couple of Spanish professors and stuff like that. How we're going to do it level by level, but you'll be getting so many Platanaso tokens within a day after completing a course or a level. Like let's say it's learning your correct punctuations in Spanish or something like that, or pronouns and stuff, and we'll reward you in the native token, Platanaso token.
And guys, the community that Jason is targeting is Hispanic, Caribbean, really communities that are having a tough time getting on into crypto, right? So now Jason's giving them a pathway. It's like, hey, let's learn something. You learn something, you get paid to learn something. So it's definitely a very charitable cause in order to get more people on into crypto.
Absolutely, and that's the main priority is because I'm Spanish heritage. Both of my parents are from Honduras, and I have family that is from Honduras. And over a period of years, when I went to school down here in New Orleans, it was kind of shameful for me to talk in Spanish, and because I got made fun of talking Spanish and that time because this was like in the early '90s and stuff like that, and realizing that now, I wish I would have stuck Spanish because I lost the ability to speak Spanish. I understand it personally. My mother, my father talks to me in Spanish, and
Mhm.
anyone else, you can talk to me in Spanish and I'll understand it. But over the years, just, not caring about my own culture, not caring about, where I came from, I lost that ability to speak it myself. So I want to make sure out there if people want the ability to learn a different language or to learn Spanish, that they have this ability where it's something where, yeah, it's going to be a grind, it's going to be a little difficult, but you get rewarded for learning it.
Yeah, I think that's very important, right? Where else have you seen that tokens that do that. I've never heard of this utility. This is a real case. Jason's really talking to professors, guys. We're trying to streamline. Like I'm glad you said that there's only certain things I can tell you. So I have to wait for Jason to tell you, and then I can elaborate on that. So we're gonna work with these guys. It's gonna be great. Really lesson planning, right? Lesson planning. Where are the
Correct.
rewards? Where are you gonna get you know, that reward? Is it like, hey, after every chapter I complete? No, these are the things that we're trying to get you the best educated, the best way to get educated on a platform, right? We want to
Yeah,
keep the interest there.
yeah, of course. We're going to be looking on how we're going to structure it, how we're going to launch it. Also, we're going to be looking at the prices, right? So we don't
Mhm.
want to be giving too much, Platinum tokens, because that, depending on what they do, they could sell, they could affect the price. So we have to come up with a right balance of how much token you get and how much from whatever chapters you do, how much you get, and all that good stuff. So we have to just strike up that right balance, and we're actively looking into it right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. I saw a comment in here. It was, Jason, can we get the fees down here on this? It's crushing. So
So
what?
so I am open to ideas because the fees can be changed. As part of our contract, where I can go in and I can change the taxes somewhat. But the thing is, for right now, as a startup, especially going into this, I would like to keep the taxes the same for the beginning. And then we might be able to later on down the road, once we have that, funds already built up and stuff like that, reduce the prices. Because right now, the way we're structured, 4% goes to liquidity, 5% goes to marketing, and 7% goes to BUSD rewards. So if you hold our token, you get paid 7%, depending on whatever is pooled, right? You get paid 7% on BUSD token, which is a stable token. There's no price fluctuations or anything because it's pegged to the US dollar.
Right. And I just have to toot Jason's horn a little bit, right? Guys, we're talking about Jason. He learned Solidity. He learned the latest Solidity version. He's now developing Solidity contracts for Uniswap v3 protocols. We're not talking about, hey, Jason doesn't know what he's doing. He's just a mod in Shinja. This is a guy that spent his time, learned how to develop, learned the ins and outs, how to prevent certain behaviors, right?
So another thing I want to add to that too, you can go to, I've been coding for a while, but I've been doing JavaScript, I've been doing React JS, which is, front end development for website designs, and I've been doing that for years. And if you like, since this, if you go to our website and you click the roadmap, it takes you to the Platanaso GitHub repository. You can actually go click my name, and it'll take you to everything that I've been involved, whatever projects I started to learn with and did. You'll see all my repository. That's open to the public. Anyone
Right.
can go there and see my codes, my stuff like that I've done on GitHub and post it up on there.
And the reason that's important is Jason is a Solidity developer. That means this is not the only token that he can make. He can literally go behind other tokens, make develop their contracts and give them out. Where else are you gonna get a docs developer that's like, hey, you guys want a token? Hit me up. Here's the price. We're gonna get it done. Not only that, but his contract's not renounced. If we need to change something, he sees something, he's
Can
able
go
to
in.
do that. He's
Can
able
go
to do that.
for instance, the taxes, right? So someone asked earlier about changing the taxes because taxes are too high. So it gives me that possibility to go in there and to rearrange the taxes depending on our growth and stuff like that. If we hit milestones, it might be something worth considering. And I'm not going to go in and change these taxes unless the community wants it. We're going to put it up to a community vote. So like you have your DAOs out there, which you hold the native token and you use that as voting leverage for the DAO, right? What we're gonna do is whatever we do from charity to marketing to stuff like that. If we got an idea, we're gonna put it out to the community and let the community decide what route should we take.
Right. No, this is awesome. I also noticed you did update the website. I don't think the useful links were in there before, were they?
No, that is something that we added new. I believe last night we revisited it and added a new feature that I need to add very soon is Cloudflare to our website because as soon as
Oh,
we yeah, more traffic coming in, there's going to be people out there that are going to hackers, right, and stuff
Yep.
like that to bring the website down. So I'm very soon, hopefully, going to be integrating Cloudflare to our website.
That is awesome. Do let me know if you need help. I definitely have experience in doing Cloudflare for many projects.
Yeah, Cloudflare is a amazing tool, especially for a website designer to have on their site, because it just it helps out tremendously.
Yeah. So real quick, I brought up one of the things that Cloudflare Edge does. So one of the things that I recommend Cloudflare as well, if not Cloudflare AWS Shield, it literally stops. It approves, hey, this is an authentic IP. Okay, this IP is from a bot or it's a crawler, and it prevents those types of attacks happening on a website. This could be a swap. This could be a simple website. It could literally be anything that's on HTML and served through HTML. So it's very important you have some type of DDoS protection or
Correct.
crawling reCAPTCHA protection. So, guys, I'm listening to Jason. I'm seeing he's doing the right steps. He's making his product greater and he's adapting. Right? How I've seen like multiple website updates the last few days. Like this is great to see. Like you're keeping on top of things. You're getting things done. Is there anything you can give us on like what you've been doing? What's to come? Some
Uh,
catalysts.
just what happened today. It's been a roller coaster because we had this, unfortunately, this pre-seller that decided to do what he did to the project. And I just woke up because here living in Central Time, and especially today is a Sunday. So I just woke up because late last night I was in the Telegram group talking with people and so forth. Um, so it's a roller coaster of a rides, roller coaster of emotions. Did not realize when launching a project, first of all, it would so many people would get in. There'll be an interest, right? And also the second part is it's just going up, doing everything, the AMAs and stuff like that. It's just an incredible ride. And what I want to provide to the people that invest their hard-earned money into Platanaso is, we're trying to do something here for the community, but also we want to help a lot to the Latin America community because in crypto there's a lot of big tokens that want to help communities and stuff like that, and they do, but when you go to Latin America, you have right now El Salvador, which is taking the lead on Bitcoin, taking the lead on crypto. And what about all the other Latin American countries around El Salvador? And if we
Right.
can go in there and teach people how to use crypto, how to use crypto to enrich their lives and to bring them that financial freedom, we're gonna do it. And we're gonna be partnering later on down the road with NGOs in order to bring internet and services to rural villages in Latin and Central America.
Adrian Lehman says, "Hey Teddy, not to flex, but I'm the one who first told Awesome Austin that was dumping while I was peeping during his live stream. Then he called you. So that's literally how it happened, right? So earlier today, now that we talked about Platanaso, I'm gonna give you what happened. I've been hanging out with my godson for like the last 2 days. He came over, we've been hanging out, but all of a sudden I get a call from Awesome Austin. He's like, Teddy, something's happened with BLT. Did you just rug me? And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, no, wait, nothing's happening. I know, Jason. I know. I believe in this. Like, even if something happened, I'm going to get the story. I'm going to figure it out. I message you and you're like, hey, working on it already. Boom. Right. So I jump on Awesome Austin stream and I'm like, hey, I'm not worried. I still have my bag. I continue to hold. I don't know what's going on. And then someone came in the chat and they're like, Jason blacklisted the wallet. Like, we are good. They can't dump anymore, And at that point, I think they've already dumped their bag.
So yeah, they dumped the majority of the bag. I believe what's remaining in the wallet is 100 million Platanaso tokens, and that's about it. But we are in talk with this individual to see if they would make this right. So we are definitely 100% in talks with this individual to make sure that he because he was talking to me and he feels bad. I'm like, but at the same time, I don't feel bad for you because you pulled out almost 30K.
Right.
So I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But
Right.
if I can get the funds back either into the liquidity or
Yep.
have him, buy in and have put a team lock on it
Yep.
where he can't, touch those tokens for a period of a year,
Yep.
I'm okay with that. But that's something I have to discuss also once everything's finalized. Maybe talk to the community and see how the community feels. And if the community doesn't feel that way, then we're not going to go that route.
I agree.
So,
And real quick, Jason, we are big followers of the Shivalingam here. It is a great power, great energy stone. I am praying. I am praying right now to my Shivalingam right here that this guy returns, adds that liquidity back into the pool, and it'll be great. So a lot of things happen when you pray to the Shivalingam. So the Ganjagoons are big fans of that. And that is
that's good.
great. You got in touch with this guy, and you're like,
Yeah.
hey, add this back. Add this back right now. Guys, we just got a $2 donation. PLNT Ponzi Slayer, nice to see you. Let us know if you want to come up. I'll DM you a link as well. And Al Cleary, hey guys, good, clear answers and explanations. Nice to see you, Al.
Just to let you guys know,
thanks for the $40 donation.
Right now we're not KYC because we're working on our KYC through Certic and all that information because just one of the prerequisites for Dojo Swap whenever they gave us the information. But for you guys out there, if you personally DM me, here, I'll show you my driver's license with my name and everything.
Guys, we are having a straight docs here. I believe in Jason. There's nothing.
Because to me, honesty is the best policy. And I'm gonna be honest here with everyone here in this space and everything like that. And I'm here to stay, and I'm here for the project. And so are my other two co-owners, Alex, guys know as Mr. Alex on a Telegram, and also LJ. And we're in this for the long haul, and we're coming in from a good place, and we're very sad for what happened today and stuff, and we're trying to make this right and trying to make that other individual make it right with the community.
Right.
But this is a long-term project. I'm telling you right now, this is a very long-term project.
When you say long-term, one of the things that came up is, hey, Teddy, you said this was a charity token. What charity,
So what we're doing is we're taking the marketing fees that we get and we're going to split it up. We're going to allow the community to vote. We're going to come up with a list of NGOs, and we're going to put those NGOs like in the chat, and we're going to have people list if this is a charity that they want to support, and then we'll donate to those charities. Okay. Now we're going to work. That's for right now. We're doing that way because these NGOs are verified. They're verified by governments, and they're verified by United States of America as NGOs. So we know where the money is going to go to. Second part, once we get large enough where we can do our own verification and actually go down to the villages and stuff like that, we're going to be actually donating to the individual level. Mm-hmm. Like depending towns, villages, either building wells, helping with provide internet services and stuff like that, communications, and also providing well-being for children and stuff like that.
Okay, Jason, I want to touch back on a thing that you just said to us. Hey, one of the requirements to list on Dojo Swap is KYC. Now, my question to you, and I don't know if you can answer it, have you applied for Dojo Swap listing?
I mean, I don't know because I haven't gotten a message saying I can't talk about it. But yes, I have filled out the paperwork and
amazing.
Now necessarily they have to do their due diligence and look at my KYC. They have to look at right now we're waiting for our tech rate to come in, so our code and everything to be audited. I paid that I believe on the second day, so we're waiting for that to come in. Then the KYC process. Then we should be good to go for listing on there. Not saying that they could possibly say no, right? So, but what I'm just saying is all the paperwork is done and going to be done. Well, it's not done, but it's going to be done. And then once we're fully done, then I will have a better idea when is going to be what and all that good stuff. But just in case, they do reserve the right to say, I don't think your project is blah, 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 or whatever. And we're not going to list you. So just let everyone aware out there, that is out there too. Okay.
Yes, we completely understand. Now, Jason, let me tell you why I feel like that's not going to happen. And this is all speculation, right? You have been a Shinja mod for how long?
So since almost the beginning of the project, and my heart goes to Shinja, my heart goes out to Elsie and Cliff. What they're doing over there is fantastic. They're changing the space, with doxing themselves and the way they conduct business, and very transparent. It's very good, and that's what I told over there. That this is what I told them when I wanted to launch this project. I wanted to emulate what Cliff and Elsie's doing in the space,
Right.
and I wanted to emulate that charitable heart, because you have Cliff here who's helping communities build wells in Nigeria and so forth, donating money to a person who needed a surgery and so forth. And I wanted to be personally part of that, but in the Latin American community, because I see the need. Every time I fly back to Honduras with my family and go down there, I see the need. I see the people struggle down there, and that's what I wanted to do. And so far they've been 100% receptive with me, and all that, and that's why if you go to my Twitter, my personal Twitter, I haven't tweeted anything out about my project, because I wanted to keep that separation between Shinja and between Platanaso. It's not out of whatever, it's out of respect for Shinja and what they have given me, so I can go out and do this. And that's how it's going to remain to be for even on the Telegram. I want that separation there, because it's out of respect for Shinja, and what Cliff and Elsie is doing to change that ecosystem.
Okay. So now we know that you've been a mod at Shinja. They know you have a token. LC himself has invested in your token. You have told us in Ponzi Slayers MA, you flat out told us this. You are actually getting support. You've applied for Dojo Swap. Like, it is mind blowing if they don't approve you. Like, I'm an investor, and I'm trying to make an educated investment, right? So if I understand you can't say anything, Jason. I completely understand. I'm just speaking for the Ganjagoons, where I came from, why I invested in this project, right? Now I know as an investor, hey, this guy, he does code. I'm working with contracts with you right now. We're doing some stuff. We can't talk about it, but I'm very excited for those projects as well. But Shinja has given you a seal of approval, basically. I know it's not. I know it's not.
It's not. I don't want to go there, because it's not something where it's like approved or not. But what I am saying is, I have incredible respect for the team in Shinja and the project, and Cliff and Elsie and everyone who does there, from the small volunteer mods. Because when I came in the community, I was a volunteer mod, and I'm still that way. I'm still a volunteer mod,
Right.
but they have offered so much in return by if I have any questions or whatever, they answer me, and they do it in a respectful manner and all that good stuff. So that's why I want to try to give back to them also.
Completely understand. Completely understand. And I do want to say the price has pumped. We're in the 17s right now. Saw a high 18. Like, this is what happens. We were below the Bollinger Band, right? So if you're looking for an opportunity to get in, now's the time. Like, guys, we just heard Jason on this stream, the first time in the stream, say he's applied for Dojo Swap. He's doing the things. He's getting the KYC in order to meet the requirements to list on Dojo Swap. He has an LLC. He even said on the stream, hey, guys, I made an LLC. We're registered in Texas.
So, also going back to the Dojo Swap issue, I'm not asking for favoritism or anything like that. I'm asking them to treat me as any other project, to verify the contract, verify the code, to look at the KYC and everything like that. I'm not asking for no additional favors or anything from the Shinja group, and that's how we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll everything on bar, and business is business, right? And that's why I want to remain everything separate from Shinja, and and everything separate from Platanaso. It's not out of I really want to use what the people that I've cultivated and talked to in the space, and everyone knows me out there. I really want to use that, but at the same time, I'm not, because it's out of respect for Shinja and the project.
That is awesome. So I now have to ask you the question: what is your price prediction for your own token?
That I'm not. I don't want to say, but
let's go bull market price.
I do see a bright future in the token,
Okay,
And
and real
you
quick,
know,
Ponzi Slayer, $5 donation. I was up 136 BNB. I didn't dump on my fellow family and holders. Good whales exist. I'm glad to hear that, Ponzi Slayer. Thank
yeah,
you.
Ponzi Slayer, and we have a whole entire group of whales that have been solid, and they communicate with us, and we listen to them and everything like that. And also, I don't care if you got $1 invested in this project, I'm going to listen to you. I don't care if you got $100 billion in this project, I'm going to listen to you because I believe in this space, especially on the BNB side of things, there's not a lot of project that listen to their people and the
Right.
people on their Telegram, the people that are on their Discord, and they're not listening and they're doing wrong things and stuff like that. So the best way I feel is to listen to your community. Let the community decide where the ship is going to go. And that's how we're going to run it here at Platanaso. We're going to let the community decide where the ship needs to go and everything like that.
Yeah. Trying to think. So one of these comments said 246 holders because it hasn't listed on CMC, CoinMarketCap, or CoinGecko. It will pump after listing. What can you tell us about that?
So I filled out the paperwork yesterday. What's today? Sunday. So yeah, yesterday on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, I filled out those paperwork also for BCS scan in order for us to be showing our logo and also our website, Discord information, Telegram link in order to be reflected on Dextool. So all that's been filled since it's the weekend. I haven't gotten a reply back, but I'm waiting for. To see what reply back or if they're going to list us or what the process is. But from talking to other projects, it does take like a couple of days or a week to do so.
So
It's depending on
potential.
the volume, right?
Okay.
So if they're overwhelmed with coins applying, it's going to be a little bit longer. So it just depends on how much volume they have of coins listing and when they're going to get to me.
Fair, fair. That is great to hear. Like you basically have lined yourself up. You're like, hey, CMC, then CG, then potentially KYC. There's so
Yeah.
many things. There's so many
We're
things.
Another thing I would like to say too, we're also looking into farming. So farming may be very soon potential. So we're definitely looking at that right now and talking it over with hope he's not gonna get mad with me for saying his name. Um, Brewer Labs, Gabriel. We're talking to him about an opportunity to see if we can get on that platform to do the farming. So we're talking to many people right now and stuff like that, and hopefully I can bring that to the community very soon.
And Jason, I have to ask, what's next after Dojo Swap? What is your next intention with PLNT?
So my next intention after we get listed on the swap would be start focusing on our NFT lines that we're going to be dropping.
Okay.
Once that is complete, then we're gonna go 100% on the app afterwards.
Okay.
So I want to say about Dojo Swap, we're gonna start working on the app at that point, but not fully, right?
Mhm.
And once we have the NFT launch and everything like that, because the NFTs are not really that complicated to do, but once we have that down, we're focusing 100% on the app.
Okay. So are you using a creator for the NFTs? How are you doing NFTs?
So one of our main dev, LJ, he knows a lot of NFTs and how to. He actually draws them and stuff like that on his spare time. He's very creative and has a good artistic side. So we're looking at him maybe doing something about for us, or if not, we're gonna look for artists and we're gonna do individual NFTs and so forth.
I also saw that it's cool to wear blue shirts. I know both me and you were wearing blue.
Yeah, yeah, and
Someone
that
also said, "Hey, you're a better Max." I don't know what that means,
well,
guys. I
well,
mean, we got a developer. He knows his stuff. The contracts make sense. He's able to tell you exactly what's going on. Guys, we are pumping. We're at 1955. I saw Dan Fitzpatrick say, "Hey, two more BNB incoming." Oh my God, this is crazy, guys. This is
yeah,
crazy.
so we're working on a lot of things, and let me just tell you, right now the market is rough. With the situation, what's going on in the world and stuff, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, and I completely understand. But what the issue that happened this morning with that pre-seller that set us back a little bit. But as you could see, what the community put in into the project because of the belief, of this project, the belief in me, and doing what I want to do and everything like that with the community and so forth, has brought us up to this point so far. And hopefully within the coming days, we're going to stabilize in price until we start doing the marketing and so forth. Because we're going to go heavily market in the Hispanic communities in different states also.
Yeah, no, that is great to hear. That really is. It's going to be mind blowing. I cannot believe that I'm invested in a token with such great utility, right? Like, where else have you? Really, what it is? I know someone said it in the chat as well. What it is a, you know how Coinbase does like the play to earn. You learn something about the token. They give
Correct.
you some amount of that token.
And
This
then
is
they test
exactly
you.
what we're saying.
They test you to learn, to make sure that you learn something about the token, because it's one thing someone sit there and click multiple choice and you get free tokens, so they test you to make sure that you know what you learned, and then they
So
give you the token.
the question is, when Banana Farm? When Banana Farm, Jason?
Hopefully very soon, within this week. I have some meetings to attend to with the people at Bro Labs, with Gabe, in order to get this ball rolling, because we are definitely interested into introducing staking to the platform, so that way the community will have something to do at the moment, and it gives us use case for the moment until we develop the app and so forth.
Right. No, I'm very excited about the app. The NFTs too will be quite interesting. I'll be interested to see what guys. We just hit 20s. Jason. This is why people need to see you. People need to see the man that is saving people's
Yeah.
lives out there,
So
and we are
so
supporting this man, guys. When I first heard about Jason, he's like, "Yeah, Teddy, I have a full-time job. This is what I do." I'm like, "Bro, you're telling me this like, oh yeah, I do this like," and it's not, I'm like, this is life saving. You are the person that families see saving their loved ones. You are the first responder. Like, you do not see people like this, guys.
So there's another issue going on with the responder community due to COVID. There's a lot of people that burned out, right? Um, I've seen a lot of death during when the whole entire pandemic happened, and everything, and that affects you personally, right? You could only see that so much time, and it just sticks with you. And that's where I do other things in my spare time. Long ago, before I became a EMT, I actually ran a 3D printing company, and let me show you guys what one of the products that I was making and selling. Now, this was like a little hobby thing because I used to make like stuff for cosplay and stuff like that. But I used to make stuff like this.
What the heck?
So that's actually the Terminator, and it's like
Are
you can
you
have it on your desk. And I used to make these with my 3D printers and sell them locally and stuff like that. And it
J-
was good until COVID hit. Then I had to realize, yeah, I might have to find another job, and that's where I got into the EMT. So
Jason, if you make
I'm
a
full of
3D
surprises.
printed banana, if you make a 3D printed banana, the Shivalingam wants it. I want that banana. Please, please. That is crazy. I did not think you were just gonna whip that out and be like, oh yeah, I do this.
I have it on my desk. It's something that I did for a period of like 4 to 5 years, and I made like all kind of stuff for cosplay, for conventions down there and stuff, and so I have a creative side of me, and that's something that y'all first seeing that here because I usually don't whip that out. But yeah, that's what I do in my spare time, either if it's not dealing in crypto or I'll make stuff like that.
Oh man, that is crazy. I did not expect that. So does that mean potentially collectible line in the future now that you've been in this 3D printing world? You can actually
Possibly, because I can make the merch, right? I can make the
Yep,
product. So
right.
possibly, yeah, we can make like little figurines or something with like our NFTs and personalize
Exactly.
it and then send it to the individual. It's something that we
So,
could do.
so one of the things I've been talking with NFT creators about is utility behind NFTs. And one of the things I think you should also consider is why not send a collectible like you have just shown us with every NFT purchase. If you buy a whitelist spot for an NFT, boom, you get a collectible with your NFT purchase shipped out, mailed out to you.
You're giving me ideas, Teddy. Giving me ideas.
Because
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm sorry. You have to pay for this. You have to pay for this. Chris, 199. Thank you for the donation. We love Jason. We do love Jason, guys. This guy, he is thinking ahead. We are learning things on this stream, and it is crazy. If you guys have bought the dip when we started the stream, and you're looking at the price now, what, you're already up a lot, like.
Yeah, we're up substantially, and I have to take the community, and also have to thank the people on your stream, because this is the first stream that I have appeared on, and me and Teddy, we have this working relationship and stuff like that, and I want to thank everyone that visit his stream. Please make sure you subscribe, because this man, he cares about projects, he cares about people, and he cares about everyone. So please subscribe to his stream.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate every single Ganjagoon here. If you think you're not a Ganjagoon, you being in this stream alone makes you a Ganjagoon. And we Ganjagoons, we have a gang, and we invite you in. 3Gs, roll it up. That's our slogan. Ganjagoons gang, let's go. No, I appreciate that, Jason. Like, it is crazy. Like, we are goons, we eat bananas. Your token makes sense. Like, why not? Why not?
And the reason a lot of people don't understand it, especially if you're not Hispanic, the platane, which this is modeled after, is a like a, what's the word I want to look for? It's like the main food source for many of these Latin American communities. Usually they would grow, like here in America, you would have wheat, or in Europe, you would have wheat as the major, food staple. Down in the Caribbean, down in Central and Latin America, it's the plantain. The plantain is a food that nourishes the community. And that's why we decided to go with the logo, because it's iconic. The Hispanic community knows what it is. And that's where we went with it.
Yep. As soon as this comes out and you market this app and you're like, hey, this is what we are, this is what we're doing, you have the NFTs, you're literally setting yourself up with every catalyst in the book, because you're a true person. You're already helping the masses. You are an EMT.
Absolutely.
Like, this is crazy. You are just extending, like, you are like the Mother Teresa in this space. And I hate to use that comparison, but that literally is what it feels like. Like, you literally have a vision. And that vision is, hey, I need to go back to my roots,
I want to help out this community, because I see like a lot of communities popping up with different cultures and stuff like that. And the community that is left behind is the Hispanic community. Hispanic, Caribbean, so you could be from Jamaica, Haiti, that area. Also, another big community that we're going to be targeting is the Brazilian community. You don't hear a lot coming from Brazil, token wise. Right. You don't hear a lot of Portuguese speakers, nothing from there. So we're going to be reaching out big to the Portuguese community.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that vision. And that's why I'm like, this is why I'm in on Platanaso. Like, it has to, like, let's assume the worst, right, Jason? We don't get the Dojo Swap listing. Let's assume. What is the next step?
If we don't get the listing with Dojo Swap, we can always go to your traditional listing route. There's tons of other listing places that are willing to list us as soon as I pay the fees or whatever I need to meet. They'll list us. So if we don't get listed there by chance, or something's wrong or something like that, there's other places that we can go. But my main hope and my main goal is to get listed on that Dojo Swap. Exclusively for the moment, because that's I want to give Shinja back to Shinja, and that's the community that has given a lot to me and everything like that, and I want to pay it forward by doing and following what Cliff set as a lead.
Yeah, I think that's a great vision, and we know Cliff is that type of person. Real quick, shout out to Table Man, Jason the Banana Farmer, 3 bananas. Shout out to you, Jason. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
that is crazy. No, I mean, no, I don't even know what to say, Jason. You've given me so much more confidence in your token to be like, guys, this is what I'm going to do. And let's assume the Dojo Swap listing doesn't happen. You already have thought about, hey, I can pay exchanges. I can get listed. That's not even an issue.
Yeah,
the real question is, are you going to list on SataMask?
I don't know.
Are we about to involve the wolf pack?
I don't know. I'm not gonna touch that with a 10 feet pole. So
it's okay. Once I'm over there, I'll be like,
no comment. No comment.
So I have a question. So you just started your token. Dojo Swap went live with applications. Oh snap! Crypto Burn in the building. Why didn't you tell me, Jason? Yo, Crypto Burn, nice to see you. Welcome,
Well,
welcome, welcome.
well, the reason, and I've gotten a lot of DMs from people, especially in the Sinja community. Jason, why you didn't tell me there was a pre-sale? Why you didn't tell me there was this? And it was like, when thinking about it, it was out of respect for Shinja, because I don't want to go and use my tie with Shinja and pull in whales, pull in people from other projects, because to me personally, I didn't feel that was appropriate for me to do. So that's one of the main reasons, out of respect for Shinja, I didn't really marketed Platanaso as heavily as I should or do, because it's out of that respect for Shinja and what they're trying to do over there.
Yeah. I expect that. I respect that. That's crazy that you even thought. Crypto Burn, do let us know if you want to come on. You're gonna have to DM me. My DMs are open. DM me and I'll send you a link and we can jump on and discuss. Because this is the Jason that I was talking
How
about
how
trying to wait,
how
you know
about
Crypto Burn, right?
yes? How about Vern? How about this? Once we launch our NFT, I'll give you a spot on the whitelist. How you
Crypto
like
Burn.
that?
Crypto Burn, there you go. This guy.
Let me
This
let me
guy.
write that down before I forget, so that way it's in paper and writing.
And one of the clarifications Vern did on Awesome Austin stream is he flat out goes, "Hey, I've always been Vern. This is Vern. I'm not, a just Saitama guy. I was always gonna drop the Saitama name." It was great. It was great to see this type of not
And, and,
mentality, but
and the thing is, especially in the crypto space, I'm gonna tell this with anyone, because I'm real. When you come to me and you talk to me, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna say hold my token because you need to hold it. If you want to sell it, so be it. But what I am going to tell you is, what we're trying to do in the project, what we're trying to accomplish in the space. And another thing is, with this whole entire tribalism mentality with tokens, I think that needs to be cut out. I don't care if you hold Satama. I don't care if you hold Hex. I don't care if you hold these other tokens. That's your money. That is your right to do. And I think the space has gotten this tribe, like clique, like high school clique mentality,
right.
where it doesn't need to be. Crypto is big for everyone. Doesn't matter your investment. You should go out there. If you look at the project and you examine what they're trying to do and all that, and you feel comfortable putting your money in, go right ahead. No one should be questioning where you put your money at. And that's all I have to say about that.
So, Jason, this question is
Yeah.
gonna get asked. What is the path to get onto Uniswap? We have more people on Uniswap. How do we get
So
there? What is a realistic timeline?
So we can't go on Uniswap, because Uniswap is only for ERC20.
I understand you'd have to bridge the token, but
Have
that's
to
the path.
bridge it
Yes,
to
I
the
want you to
token.
explain that.
So we would have to bridge it to a token, and that's a lot more complicated than what it sounds. It sounds like you can just easily put up something and have a bridge to a different well, to Ethereum or something like that, or Poly or whatever, and that's a lot more difficult to do. So it's in the back of our minds, but it's not our main focus at the moment.
I think this is also important, and I appreciate that answer, Jason. But CryptoBurn says, if this token is not listed on Dojo Swap, all hell will break loose. And I believe this is right. Could you imagine all the PLNT guys going after Shinja, being like, guys, why would you not list? This is your own. You're killing your own.
Even if that's the case, I wouldn't want that. They will have
Yes.
their specific reason. Let's say we don't. Not saying whatever, but if that's the case, then so be it. We will manage. We will go. No hard feelings.
Right.
When you conduct business, if something doesn't happen, there's no transaction. You have to be honest, and it is what it is. And that's how you have to treat it. And like I told the people with Shinja and stuff like that, because I'm still doing their the Twitter AMAs and everything like that. I'm still involved in volunteering to do that and stuff like that. But what I tell people is, it really at the end of the day, just those are good people over there. Those are
Yeah.
truly good people. You got Cliff, you got Elsie, you got Shinobi Strong, you got America Shinja. Those are solid, good folks. And if you
Yeah.
treat solid, good folks with respect and dignity, it seems like at the end of the day it returns back to you.
Yeah.
So that's how you have to go out in the space. If you treat someone with respect, they might sometimes you might get the person where they don't treat you with that respect and that dignity, but you still have to treat them with respect and dignity, because that's the only
Yes.
way that you change the space is by
Yes.
giving people that.
So one of the honest things, and real quick, shout out to Wadi Rodriguez. Wadi Rodriguez, remember that name, Jason. He's gonna be big. I can see it
I
already.
will remember it.
Add me to the NFT list. Too much respect to the both of you. So that's very nice. And also, Jason, one more thing. Crypto Vern is launching his own token, and it is literally he's telling you, I want you to list on Vault. It will be an honor, Jason, and he can give you a discount. And this is the crazy part, right? So we know the price that it costs to apply for Dojo Swap listing, right? You know that price. We know the price that it costs to list on SataMask. How expensive is Crypto Vern's project going to be? These are things that you and him will have to discuss, but I will be very
It,
intrigued.
if Crypto Vern can shoot me a DM on either on Discord or Telegram, um we're yeah, we could definitely talk and work out, see something, talk to my partners, and we could see if we could do something.
Okay, this is true. It's not his token. I just seen he's been promoting this token,
Yeah.
and it's awesome. I appreciate that because it does look like a very solid project as well. And when someone else DM me, they have a pre-sale. They have a pre-sale coming up, so everyone's interested in getting in on that pre-sale. Maybe if these DMs happen, you can give them some advice.
Yeah, Crypto Vern, if you can message me on Telegram, and I know we've talked in the past before and stuff like that, and definitely, it's something we're definitely interested. But my main concern and my main priority is to do everything correctly in order to get listed on Dojo Swap.
And I think Vern's is a pink sale, so I think his is a BSC as well, right?
So it is Pink Sale, because that's where we launched as well. Pink Sale.finance. Whenever we did the pre-sale.
Yep.
So yeah, if you could shoot us the information, we might want to look into it also.
Awesome. Awesome. No, Crypto Vern, whether you reach out to me or Jason, we can both get the information and we'll spread that news along. Get in on the vault. Guys, I'm really considering buying that pre-sale too, Jason. now we got some potential partnership right here.
I'm thinking about it
literally
personally, but I'm like right now broke because I spent whatever money I had set aside on my project, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here at the sideline. I wish I had a little bit more money to put in. But now, if
Wait.
it's something that I could talk to people or a Des or something like that and promote, like I'm willing to do that on Platanaso, and something like that.
Yeah, I completely agree. And really why I said that is now you're talking, hey, Crypto Vern, hit me up in the DMs. Now I'm looking, wait a second. So we're getting the dojo swap. Now we're potentially getting this. And on Vault, I'm like, okay. Okay, now we going even more. Now we growing even more. I told Oz to give you my number. I told Oz, okay. I mean, yeah, I can take your number from Awesome Austin, I guess, unless you're talking to Jason. Regardless, we both are easily contactable. Give it to
Absolutely.
Jason. I like his style. I'll give it to Jason too. I don't know, Jason. I don't know if we can tell. At some point, we will have to tell them some other projects we've been working on in the sidelines before you even released Platanaso. I think some of those are very community-based projects. You've looked at the tokenomics. You're steering people in the right direction. So this is not only the only token that you. This is the token you're involved with. This is the token you started.
Correct.
You founded. But there are other tokens you're helping. You are literally
Correct.
branching out, and you're not going, hey, I am just every token I make is part of the Platanaso brand. No. It is, hey, I represent this token. Hey, I coded for this token. That is the way that you are branching out, and that's great to see.
The way I view it is, right, I view it as crypto as a community. It's one global community. And, when you stick with one project, and that's great and fine. But, sometimes the normal investors, they want to go and buy other tokens and other projects and other stuff. And that's 100% fine to do. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think there's this mentality that was in the space for a very long time where you would have to stick with one project and put all your money into one project. And when the price go down, they would tell you, oh no, you would have to hold. or you would have to, put more money and stuff like that. So I understand. I'm a realist. I understand that
Right.
people are going to move money from one project, they get profit, and then they take out that profit and put it into another project or in the same project. So I completely understand with that and have no qualms with that. And I think that's what needs to change in the space, right? This whole entire tribalistic mentality where it's like they attack you because you're holding a different project. Like, who cares? Who cares?
That has been the way that these guys have been since the beginning. It's like we won't be able to change them. Real
Yeah,
quick, I do want to
unfortunately.
show you this crypto vault website that Crypto Burn is talking about, right? So this is their website. I guess they give you a certificate or something. I really haven't had time when he came on Awesome Austin stream. I just had to get going. My godson was with me, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally looking at this for the first time with you as well. Give a share and with anyone.
I
Time
like their
lock data and
I like their
values.
website. It's really clean.
Yeah, it is clean. I wonder if it's WordPress. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, they're smart. They didn't write where they're hosted. Yo, guys, this design.
You
Wait, what
know,
is this image? This looks
that's
scratched.
yeah. It looks like they didn't get their padding correct, but
It's okay.
that's something that can be forgiven.
It's okay. It's okay. The website's still good. They got a timer thing.
Yes.
Pre-sale starts. They got a pre-sale site right here for Crypto Vault. Looks like these are NFTs. The NFT Vault Gallery.
It's interesting. It's definitely something worth looking into a little bit
Dude, I
more.
like the Naruto vibes, bro. Like with the. Do you watch Naruto, Jason? Are you an
Oh
anime
yeah,
guy?
yeah. I've seen anime before.
You've seen anime? Have you?
Yeah, a
Have
long,
you?
long time ago. I don't even barely watch any TV anymore, anything like that. So
So it
I'm out of the
says
loop of
just
everything.
like giving gift cards or savings bonds are standard today, offering crypto certificates will be the norm in a few years. Now you can send an NFT or crypto certificate as a gift to a child or a loved one safely and securely.
So
What the heck?
like a saving bond idea, right? Like you go
I
to the bank,
guess.
you get like a certificate for like deposit of money, whatever, and that 10 years down the road, that 1,000 you put in is now worth 100K or something like that. So I think it's an interesting concept, very interesting concept, definitely worth looking into.
Yeah, so that means Platanaso could get into here. You could make a crypto certificate. Yo,
We'll
Jason,
see.
I've been getting
We'll
paid for
see.
these business deals, bro. I swear, I swear. I'm just helping you out left and right here.
Yeah, yeah. It, you know,
Oh
it,
my
it's
god.
it's just amazing how much opportunity is out in the crypto space and what people can do. Because there's a lot of people with good ideas, and the issue is they don't know how to implement those ideas, right? So
Yeah.
it's a very huge space to grow. We're right now in the infant stages of crypto.
Yeah.
Definitely something worth looking into.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm glad Crypto Vern came in here trying to buy PLNT, but it's not letting me. Crypto Vern, Crypto
So
Vern, we have Jason of all people to help you. You need tech support?
so
We got
so
Jason level 2, level 1 tech support, Teddy. Oh, 1 second. Let me call in.
on pancake swap, you either have to put your slippage high, or we actually found a way to do it without increasing your slippage. So at the end of Platanaso, Teddy, if you could go to pancake swap, or if, better yet, let me see if I can share my screen.
Wait,
Can I
share your
share?
screen. Yeah, share your screen.
Let
Go ahead.
me give me a few seconds while I
Boom.
set up
Guys,
on my end.
we are rubbing the Shivalingam. Crypto Vern is gonna buy into PLNT. PLNT is gonna skyrocket. Crypto Vault is gonna skyrocket. This is not financial advice. We are just coming in. Ganja Goons gang, real strong today. Real strong, boys.
Give me a
Crypto
second
Vern
while
said, "Oh,
I connect the right
I
wallets
don't
and
know if
everything.
Crypto Vern knows the Shivalingam story." H Mubyaj, nice to see you. Crypto Realist said slippage needs to be 20 to 25%.
Well, we found a way talking with some people in our community last night to do it a little differently. So give me a few seconds while I pull that up.
All right, share your screen and
So
I'm
this
adding it to the
is
stream. There you
this
go.
is pancake swap. So when we go in here, we're gonna add Platanaso token, and let's say you put whatever BNB that you put in. Let's see, I'm gonna do a
1 BNB. Let's go 1 BNB, Jason.
No, I don't have that much money, Teddy. Come on. All
Point
right.
oh two BNB,
So,
Jason. Point oh two.
so what you do in the end right here of the Platanaso token, all you do is 0, 0, and then you're going to set your slippage to like 0.5, and it goes through.
Guys, we are saving you money on slippage right now. Use this. Use this 0.00 at the end of PLNT. Keep it at that 0.5. You
And
can
right
buy
there is
PLNT.
right here is the transaction confirmed. Well, it's indexing right now, but in a couple of seconds it's going to say confirm. And that's where you could avoid slippage fees and stuff like that by doing it that way.
Jason, we are basically looking at future millionaires in this chat if they listen to this advice. Now we got Volt, we got Platanaso, we got Shinja. We know the Shinja armies in here with the Ganjagoons representing. This is it. I can feel the takeoff, and I know this isn't even the end.
And also, if you look at my screen, hold on, let me pull it up because I always have to go to Dex Tool. So if you also look at where our liquidity is, I lock liquidity and stuff like that. In that incident this morning, we had a community member who went in. I'm not going to name who it was, but he went in and he locked his own tokens as liquidity and provided that liquidity.
Amazing.
So we're on there. I don't know why this is showing Ethereum. Oh, I didn't connect the wallet. Hold on a second. So it's going to reflect here the value for Team Lock, and you'll see here where we have our liquidity locked right here, the LP for Cake. And it's not. I don't know why it's showing as Ethereum. Usually, it's like a little glitch with Team Lock, but it'll show how many BNBs are on liquidity, what percent, and then lock value. So let me see if it fixes itself. No.
Yo, this token is just pumping right now, Jason. We're about to eat this entire dip. This is crazy. This is truly crazy. And I bought in at the bottom with Awesome Austin. We doubled down. We consolidated our price because we believed in you. We believed in you. We still believe in you. And if this stream is not every single person watching this stream, like look at the catalyst we have just discussed in the 1 hour. We didn't even need to do an AMA. This was like an AMA, Jason, I swear.
No, absolutely. I don't know why this is showing as Ethereum. It's clearly not an Ethereum address. But it should show where the liquidity locked because it is locked. But see, oh, there we go. So 7.7% is in liquidity. This is the total value locked. Also, right here, you can see the locked. Now, we have a couple of liquidity locks, which are like 26 days. Once it gets close to, I want to say like 10 days, we're going to extend them for, so many months or so forth. We're just doing that for the moment to see if everything's working, everything's correct. But once we do that, we're going to be extending all these liquidity locks for a year. So it's going to be locked in for a year.
That is awesome. How much liquidity are you targeting to lock for the year?
The whole amount. We're looking at 92K. So whole entire amount is going to be locked for a year. That way it ensures the project keep on going, and depending on how much we raise, and stuff like that to the liquidity, we may end up locking it for longer period of 2 to 5 years.
This is amazing. So Jason, you are dropping bombs left and right. Like you have no idea. Like as an investor in your token, like this is crazy. And also Slim Jesus is in the house. He wants you to say hi to him. He's a big fan. Are you a fan of Slim Jesus?
I'm a fan of Slim. I've talked to him many of times, and he's an amazing individual, very super intelligent, and very nice.
Awesome.
And hey, Slim.
And hello from Teddy as well, Slim. We do see you in our Ganjagoons gang, and we respect that. We know you do partake, and we respect that as well. This is crazy. This is truly crazy. I can't believe we continue to pump Saitama Vern dropping bombshells. in our
Crypto Vern, remember
I'm
Crypto Vern.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry. I'm
it's it's
sorry.
it's a process. I know. It's hard. It's
I'm
hard.
learning. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, Crypto Vern. I should just call him Vern. You know what
Just
was funny? It was the first time he met me. He's like, Sir Teddy Ganja, I've never met you, but like, yeah. And I introduced myself. I'm like, I am the person people hate in front of the Wolfpack. And then he's like, no, it's not even like that. Blah blah blah. It was nice to get that respect from Crypto Vern. It was validating.
absolutely.
He says all love. Jason, do you have to go? I don't want to hold you up. If you do have to go,
I could say a bit more.
all right, cool.
It's not a problem.
Yeah, I will be going for an entire hour, so you got time, buddy. You got time. We're gonna grill you hard. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Nah,
Um,
even if it's hard, I appreciate the hard questions because that's why I'm here. That's why the dev is here is to be asked the hard questions. And that doesn't really matter to me. If I could give you the answer and how we're gonna do things and something like that, I'm gonna answer you.
no, this is awesome. I mean, where else are you gonna get devs that come on stream that answer questions that don't leave? After 20 minutes, oh, we got to go work on. No, this guy is staying. He's with us. He's a true Ganjagoon himself. Jason was with me before
Oh yeah,
anyone else. Like he
since the
saw the
beginning.
potential.
Since the beginning. I saw the other day you had the live stream with Sandstorm and the whole entire group.
Yes.
You were in it and stuff, and you know all these guys. I met on doing Twitter Spaces and stuff like that. A couple of months ago, and I appreciate everything that y'all have done for me and the project, but also appreciate everything y'all done to Sinja. Because the Sinja community is a amazing community, and we have to see if we could go in there and help that community also, because they're outstanding. The people there, the devs, all outstanding individuals.
Yeah, I completely agree. I continue to respect the Shinja community. They're the ones that brought me up. I feel like I got
Yep.
these connections with Shinja. They're really the ones that raised me. They're like, hey, Teddy,
Cliff.
Saitama may not have, listened to you, but come over here. Come look at Shinja. And then I'm like, all right, let me
I,
go.
I could tell you, Cliff and Luke Elsie. I call him Elsie because that was his name before he doxed himself, but his name's
Yep.
Luke. They're good, honest folks, and that's hard to find nowadays, especially in crypto community where they'll help out anyone. They're the type of folks where if you're starving, they'll give you food on the plate and like have you eat and stay at their house. They're that welcoming. They're that good amount of people in there, and the whole entire community of Shinja. It's a good community. It's a very good community.
Yeah, no, that is the truth, like even when I was brought up, that's exactly how I felt as well. They really saw the knowledge that I had and they're like, all right, this guy has the knowledge, we could use him, let's get him to beta test Dojo Swap. And now I am beta testing Dojo Swap. I'm accompanying the Shinja team to Dubai. I'm gonna go live in Dubai. Like this is gonna be great for my
Unfortunately,
channel.
I couldn't get off from my work. I applied because down here we had Mardi Gras, and
Yes.
I was off for Mardi Gras, and I asked my boss, "Hey, you think I could get like maybe a week off, to go to a certain Dubai event that they're doing?" And it was like, "No, we're overbooked. We need more people." So I was like, "Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go, but hopefully I'll be back here, handling like the tweets and stuff like that, and the video for Twitch if they
Yes.
do stream." Because I know they're working on.
Oh, they're bringing equipment. I'm bringing
Oh
equipment.
yeah,
They're bringing equipment. We're
oh
gonna go
yeah.
live there, Jason. We're gonna go
They
live.
they they have their
Shout out to
own.
everybody
They
there.
have their own film production
Oh, yep.
team with KB. Another individual I would like to
KB's
thank
coming.
too.
KB's coming.
KB, that man. He's one day you're gonna see a Shinja movie pop up.
Oh, I
That's just
believe it.
that's just
I
coming from
believe
me.
it.
That's not from the
I believe
team or
it.
anything like that. But the production value that goes into Shinja is amazing, and a good group of people there from Shinobi Strong. Shinobi Strong is another individual that has helped me tremendously, and he's a good, super honest individual, and so is America Shinja. So all around, it's the whole entire community that makes a project, right? And I'm telling you, I'm trying to emulate, all these factors, all these good things that come from Shinja. I'm trying to emulate that to Platanaso to make the space a better place.
No, that is awesome. That is great to hear. And real quick, relax into com. $5 donation. Thank you very much. Good stream. Which address do I buy Crypto Vault? Is it the pre-sale address or the token address? Lol, help. He needs help. He needs help. I do not know. Crypto Vault is here, so they had the pre-sale site here. So you go to the pre-sale site. You would buy it here, right? Pre-sale address.
Uh, be
You
careful.
connect.
So
You
you
connect
connect your
your.
wallet,
Yep.
and from there you're gonna put in whatever BNB they have, like the minimum or max, whatever you want to buy, and then you're gonna hit that button right there to buy it. And
Yep.
whenever the project launches, they're gonna have another button there that says claim, and you're gonna go and claim those tokens.
Okay. Wait, so when this token launches, you need to bookmark this website, and then you come
Yeah.
back and you press claim, and then it lands in your
They'll transfer
wallet.
it. Now you need BNB or whatever it is in order to suffice the transfer, but it'll land in your wallet.
Okay. No, this is great to know. I may also look into this as there's a potential partnership that we just worked out in the chat. Jason and Teddy are good eggs. Thank you, Slim. We appreciate that. There's a
Thank
lot
you,
of
man.
love for you, Jason. I don't know if you expected that when you got on
No,
stream
I
to be.
to be honest, no, I didn't expect that much due to the situation that would happen today, and experiencing backlash from when it happened to other communities and stuff. So, it's a lot of things, but if you come out and you speak the truth, I mean, people understand what's going on. And this is just like a let's say Sunday, so it's a 4-day project that
Yeah.
we just launched. So, we had that one little issue, and I'm hoping to resolve that very soon. I'm not speaking about it, but we're going to be doing something. I'm going to put it to a vote to the community to see how we're going to handle this to take care of this. So none of this issue ever happened in the future going forward.
Yeah. I love to hear that, and I know you're working on something to prevent the pre-salers from doing this again. And really, the amount of pre-salers we have to deal with is now 16. You've already blacklisted the six. And someone actually made a comment, Awesome Austin as well, that hey, do we think that's fair? Is it fair for you to blacklist that guy's wallet when he was just taking profit? So I want you to
So
speak on that.
it's a double-edged sword, because also it's not fair for him to dump the chart away and endanger the project, where you're putting the rest of the people in danger, of pulling
Right.
out or a massive pullout, and that's where you get the risk of pulling the project. Now, still in talks with this individual to see if that individual is going to make it right in some way or somehow. And until that happens, then we'll talk about maybe lifting that or and putting that into a time lock or something. We're doing different things to see what we can do to make that individual not like come back at the same sense, but still, remain, but also, be watched and all that. But it's a double edged sword, because it's kind of dangerous when you have a whale like that
Yeah.
who bought in and can put the whole entire chart at risk like that. I understand taking profit. I understand people got bills to pay. I understand all this. And if you see a chart on a downward trend, try not to take, so much. But, if you see the chart, on an upward trend and everything's good, try to get your initial throughout the day. Whatever you put in, spread it out. Don't be like, I'm gonna dump 20 BNBs on one chart, because that's going to make the chart go down. It's going to be
Right.
better for you and also better for the project if you start taking out profit little by little, piecemeal, and then you get a whole entire bigger portion. Because when you're taking out little by little, a chart's going to go down, but someone else is going to come in, buy it, and it's going to go up, and you're going to get a higher floor whenever you go sell at that portion. So that's the kind of things you want to do. You want to be a little bit responsible with the chart. Take care of your fellow man. I know crypto is an experiment, in currency, right?
Yes.
Just be mindful of the other person who, has tokens. Just be mindful. That's all I'm asking. Just be mindful to the community and be mindful to a token. But I'm gonna tell you, if you see profit and you see a place where you could comfortably pull out without endangering the project nor chart, go right ahead. I'm not gonna tell you to hold. I'm not gonna tell you to hodl, because at the end of the day, it's about profit and about taking money. But there's a way you could do it responsibly.
So, Jason, you got to 250 holders in 4 days. What is the estimate of holders in 1 month?
I'm hoping that we get to, conservatively the 500 range, right? So I'm hoping that's my plan, to get to 500, and if we exceed that, even more happy. But today I did a huge burn. If you would go to the burn wallet and you would look at that,
Let me
in
see.
order to equal out what happened today and to give back to the community, I have actually did a big burn. We were sitting at, I believe, 8-9% burn, and now look where we're sitting at now,
18% in the dead.
18% in the dead. So couple more burns, we're at 20%. This is day 4.
This is day 4, and we're already at. So explain burns and explain what they do to the price, because most of these guys,
So
they hear burn like, oh, hyper burn. Oh, this is gonna go up like
So
anything.
burns
So
burns really don't affect the price that much. To me, I feel like it's a purely symbolic slash psychological factor to it, but it really doesn't impact the price that much, especially when you have a larger supply. Now, when you get close to like 99.99% burn, then that's a little different situation. But once a project's starting out and they still have 50% or whatever, it's a little bit different.
yes, I completely understand.
And if you go back to the wallets real quick, I would like to explain something here.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you see wallet 1 and 2.
Yep.
That is the wallets that are not in PancakeSwap. So if you scroll down a bit more, you'll see the PancakeSwap. You see number 18.
Yep.
That's the total tokens circulating on PancakeSwap right there. That amount. So what we have, if you scroll back up again.
Mm-hmm.
So those wallets, number 1, 2, and 4, those wallets are reserved for. Well, number 2 wallet is reserved for the app. Once we have the app, functioning, giving out tokens, that's the amount that's going to be given to the app, because we plan to have the app running for several years.
Okay.
Wallet number 4 is whatever exchanges or swaps that we're going to be listed on. That's that wallet to take out from there and to give to them, and then the remaining is going to be burned. So how I did wallet 1 and 2. Wallet 1 and 2 are the same wallet, but I split it up out of security reasons and locked the other wallet for a period of, I think it was 4 months on Unicrypt.
Okay.
That I locked the majority of the tokens. That way, it's locked, it's secure. If something happens with the wallet, that portion is 100% secure.
Okay.
But, and realistically speaking, most likely what's going to happen is the majority of those tokens in those 2 wallets are going to be burned.
Okay.
If it's not necessary for
Wait,
the
so
app or the
majority of,
exchange,
basically you're saying majority of wallet 2 is going to be burned. You need to use it to upkeep the app for
yeah,
years.
yeah,
And then also wallet 4, because as you list on swaps and exchanges, whatever remains, you're going to burn that. So
that's it. We only have a 5 trillion token supply. That's it.
what happens when there's no more supply to buy?
So the interesting thing is your token will become a hell lot more expensive, because then it's going to be a supply demand issue, where whatever tokens out there is out there, and if it's no more tokens out there, somebody sells, that token will be gobbled up. So it's something we're looking into, maybe setting tokens aside
Wow.
from the app and how we're going to do, but we're thinking about, what tokens we need to set aside for this project to last for a period of 5 to 6 years, or how many years, and stuff like that, until that becomes a greater issue.
This is great. I cannot believe this. This is freaking crazy, Jason. I can't believe you're sharing this information. Like, your vision is just to have a successful token, and you're doing all the steps needed to get to that success,
And
you know?
if you go to, I'm actually tell you my wallet, so that way everyone knows
We're
my
about to
wallet.
get the dev wallet leaked, boys.
So I'm gonna give you
Real
the
quick,
juicy
Donnie O'Neill Jr. says, "Where can I buy without using BNB since I'm in Texas? Is that a restriction in Texas?"
So here in Louisiana, I'm restricted too from buying BNB. I can't go on Byband's website for some reason; doesn't let me. Trust Wallet, you could do like swaps, and there's other places where you could swap Ethereum to BNB Smart Chain. So just Google it and see what you find.
No,
But
Google it. I made an entire video, boys. I made
there
a
you
video
go.
to help you boys out. If you can't figure this out, I literally bought this token with my credit card. and it was super easy. Let me see. Uploads, videos.
Yeah, you could just do it on Trust Wallet.
Right
Trust
here,
Wallet is the easiest
how
way.
to buy Platanaso. It's got Jason on the thumbnail. You see Jason, click on it. You can buy it. You can figure out how to get Platanaso if you truly are interested. It was super easy for me. And my first token was Platanaso on BSC Network. And now I see how cheap the gas fees are. You'd be hella crazy if you don't think I'm going to
It's a
buy more
game changer.
BSC.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't understand why more people are buying on BNB Network because it's like 30 cents, 20 cents, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing.
And now
So
even Vault, right? Even Crypto Vault is launching on BSC. So like it's
correct.
that change is happening. And it is great to see. So it's going to be interesting because I don't know how it's going to work when you go
So
list, you know?
my wallet is 0922. Scroll down. It should be
Right
the
here.
one has right there.
$1.3.
That's my personal wallet. Now we have the top wallets, the 7, 5, and the other 5. Those are dev team member families and their wallets too. So
Okay.
the majority wallet holders, their families and they're someone blood related and stuff like that. So we know they're not going to dump the chart. Also, we're looking into maybe getting those wallets locked, so that way it looks a little bit more prettier, seeing like a lock on them.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense. And one of the interesting things is here you are holding 0.02%, and there's people
No one,
holding point
no
point
one
one. You know?
holds, no one holds 1%. There is no 1%. Not even the wallet for the listings for the swap nor exchanges hold 1% of the token.
Yeah.
So
No,
only
this is
wallets that hold 1% are the deployer wallet, the crypto vesting wallet, and the dead wallet. So the deployer wallet will be number 2. That's the original wallet that I deployed
yep.
the contract from.
All right,
And
makes
you
sense.
have 1 and 3, and 1 is just the lock, and then 3 is your normal dead wallet. And whatever is sent to the dead wallet, remains dead. Can't ever bring back or anything like that.
Oh man, this is crazy. This is truly crazy. I'm glad you talked about your wallet. I am not that good at wallet investigating, but I'm sure now that it's been out there, someone will look into your wallet
Yeah,
if they're
and
concerned.
you're gonna see transfers because originally I had 1.5 billion. That's what I bought in, and I've transferred to community members to help them out and stuff like that were not able to get in. I helped them
Okay.
out and sent them from my own personal wallet.
Look at that. What a nice guy. You're crazy. You're literally crazy.
So
This is very interesting. I can't wait to see what happens with PLNT because there's so many catalysts here that you would be crazy not to even like the amount of transparency. Wadi Rodriguez just said it. Transparency is everything. Jason, I'm going to buy some PLNT too. You
thank you.
literally have an entire Ganja Goon showing love to you. They're like, hey, we believe in Jason. We understand. You came on here. You're being upfront. You're like, this is the vision. This is how I did the contract. Yes, there is an issue. I'm gonna go fix that issue. What else do you need? Like you are doing you've learned from all the mistakes of other tokens out there that you're trying not to make those mistakes. And when those mistakes happen, you're being surrounded by love. You know,
No,
this is crazy.
and absolutely. And again, what happened, this whole entire mess that happened with the pre-seller, it could have been avoided by communication. This pre-seller could have, if he needed money,
Yep.
I would have went in my personal bank account and sent him money instead of, taking down this chart like the way it did. But the way it happened, it's water under the bridge, but we have a strong community willing to put the work and the effort in and bring us and prop us up for the survival of this project.
I agree. I agree. And by the way, guys, if you're just joining us, we are with Jason Sarrio. A lot of catalysts have been dropped. We have talked about he has applied for Dojo Swap. He has a roadmap. Even if the Dojo Swap doesn't happen, he's going KYC. He's doing all the things. He's applied for CMC, CG, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. He's applied. We are doing. He's now an LLC. Like this is all in the period of 4 days. In 4 days, this guy is
all I'm waiting for is the paperwork to get FedEx from me from Texas, and that's it. All the business paperwork and everything like that is filed. So
Once
we
that
are
filing, oh my god, oh
we
my
are a
god.
business, and I actually this week have to get with the IRS because they send you like a ENT number or EIN
Yes,
number
EIN number,
in
employee
order
identification number. Every LLC needs to have one.
to open a bank account. And what we're going to do is, because right now I'm using my personal banking account on crypto.com to pull out the funds, and whenever we need to pay for the KYC and the tech rate audit, they don't accept like cryptocurrency. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they accept cash, and I have to pull that money out, transfer it into BNB, go on crypto.com and send it to my personal account to get it transferred. But once we have the business account and also the banking account established, everything's going to go through the business account, and I'm going to make those books public. So everyone can go in and see what we spend money on, what we spend, financially wise and stuff like that on the company. All that's going to be out there.
Yes, I agree. And it is Jason, like I would be crazy not to invest in this project. Like, and this is why even today when Awesome Austin called me, I'm like, hey Teddy, you want to consolidate our price? Let's throw in right now. I'm like, all right, let me check how much BNB I have. All right, cool. I'm aping in, threw in another BNB in there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling good about it. I see nothing that scares me. You are here. You're talking to us. You know, that already instills so much confidence in me. And when that Doja Swap listing comes, why wouldn't more people buy into this? You know, that just opens up. It's like, hey, we can now buy, you know?
We're a very infant project, and we're still in the beginning stages of doing something great with the Latino community and something like that. And you know, we have a bright future from all the people who help us on the Telegram, from Smoke Haze to T Money to Supercar Hauler. There's a lot of great individuals that are in our community that, don't necessarily have to push us, don't necessarily have to do anything. They haven't asked anything in return, but yet they do it because they believe in me and they believe in the project. And we're trying to do some good in here, and we're trying to help the situation down Latin America and the Caribbean and so forth. But later on down the road, we're going to expand worldwide. This is going to become a worldwide thing, not just the Hispanic community. We're going to expand. So let
I
everyone
mean, you
know
have
that
to think
also.
about it from an app perspective. You're an app, you need to bring back consumers back to your app, end users, right? Like Jason isn't just thinking, hey, I
Correct.
make an app, I'm done. He has marketing. He's like, I need to market this app. And real quick, shout out to RD Price from Terrarium in our chat. Nice to see you. Hey, Jason, are we going to be listing on Terrarium?
Well, if I could get the information for Terrarium, and if they do B&B, I'm for it.
Their Certic audit, I think, is at 99%, if not maybe completed it like sometime today into this week. It's
Very
going to be
very
quite,
quick that audit, right?
yeah, very quick. Isn't
Not gonna
that
say
weird?
any, not gonna say anything else. But no, I congratulate everyone from Terrarium, whoever put in. I saw a recent post today. Someone put in on the pre-sale. They put in I think 0.10 ETH, and now they're rocking $10,000. So I congratulate the people that were able to put into that project and have that project grow with all the situation that was out there and the negativity. Just keep focusing on what you guys doing, and forget everything else.
Did you buy Terrarium?
Unfortunately, no. I
Oh
was ETH
no.
broke at that time.
Your ETH broke at that
I
time.
was
I
ETH broke
completely
at that time.
understand. I completely
It's
understand. It
just I
happens.
don't I really, other than I used to hold Satama, and I still do have Satama, and I do have Shinja, and I have that on a little ledger. So I do have that on there, and I believe, and especially in Shinja, that project's for the future, and that project will give a lot. So I do have that on my stuff. But ETH wise, I really don't like messing around too much because of the high gas fees. I got sick and tired of paying like $500, $600 for a transfer. So I mean,
I completely understand. I was on trying to sell some ETH tokens, and then the gas fee would be like $600. I'm like,
it's
I'm
nuts.
not
It's
getting
nuts.
anything for this. Like, I want $600 to take out, and I'm like, I have learned now when I do Ethereum buys, it needs to be over 1,000, or you're
And a
not
lot
making
of
anything.
people are overlooking the different chains. You have Kronos, which is another great chain that, a lot of new projects are going to be hopping on. You have Solana, Phantom, Avalanche. You have all these chains that are, great chains, but they're not well known like Ethereum is. But that is the future of crypto, is these different chains. Because you're not going to be paying, what happened if ETH go up, you know, 20, 30K? You're telling me gas prices are going to be even more crazy if the network's congestion? And who knows when they're going to put up that ETH 2.0, if that's going to be delayed or not, so try to reach out to different chains and see what's out there, because the possibility is crazy. And you could put your money, in a small token right now, and then 2 years from now that token blew up and you're a multimillionaire. So just go out there, explore, look what's in the market. If you feel if it's an honest project with honest dev and everything like that, put your money into it and let it grow.
No, that is great to hear. And one of the things is I see someone Tableman says Terra Shinja PLNT to the moon. Exactly, to the moon. You know what's going to be even crazier, Catalyst? If Terra or Vault also lists on Dojo Swap. Imagine how many
Oh
tokens
man,
that cliff, because there is the fee to get into Dojo Swap is close to nothing. You're just
it is
paying for
nothing.
that
It
KYC.
is
It is
basically,
nothing.
I think they ask you to cover the fees for the gas transfers, and that's about it. So
Right.
it,
And
it,
one and
it's
one of the things, Jason, that I found out recently, which other tokens are experiencing as well, is hey, when we make a swap, our token price may go down because now we're, providing liquidity. That's a sale and it's gonna affect our price. But those are tokens that don't have marketing wallets. They don't have,
correct.
they haven't foreseen this type of thing. So I know for Shinja, one of the catalysts that they have is Shinja already has tokens set aside to do these liquidity pairs. So when they
Correct.
do a swap, when Shinja does a swap, there is no coming down in price. There's only going up in price. It's such a
Correct.
bullish, it's
They
such a bullish project.
they have everything worked out, and the people over there, from Cliff to Elsie to the whole entire team, they're very smart individuals. They know what they're doing. They're professional, and as you're going to see when they go to Dubai and you go to Dubai, when Cliff go up in that stage and speak, he's going to wow everyone,
I
because
agree.
the way the man conducts himself in business, the way he conducts himself in life is exemplary, and should be imitated. Well, I don't want to say want to imitate it, but should be replicated in the crypto space,
I
where you
agree.
have that honesty, that decency, that drive to do something good, and you actually do it. And I think that's what's needed in the crypto space today.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree with that. And by the way, guys, if you are stopping by, this is Jason Sarrio, developer of PLNT, Platanaso, and we have talked literally everything. We have talked the catalyst, we have talked Jason's roadmap, we've gone through the white paper. Literally, I know this wasn't deemed an AMA, but this feels like such an AMA type vibe, and it's not the end, because guess what? Jason is still doing an AMA on this channel. He is going to come back and we're going to have even a greater update. This is only 4 days into the project. What are we going to find out tomorrow? What are we going to find out this following week? When all these catalysts happen, what's going to happen to this price? I see there's what 16% buy sell together. So you'd have to make at least 16% to at least get profit out of this token, right? So if you're
Yeah.
in it for that day and you're like, oh, I made my 16%, I'm pulling out. You're making nothing. Like, you need to
be
hold
be
on.
be aware of our tax, and we may modify it down the road. Once we've become successful and the project is established, I may reduce the tax. So that's definitely on the table, but for right now, since we're a new project, I don't want to risk having something different happen, and where we don't have enough for the marketing funds and so forth.
Yeah. I completely agree. And one of the other things, Jason, is your rewards are BUSD. Your rewards are
Correct.
BUSD. What does a typical investor expect a day in reflections with BUSD?
It depends on the volume and traffic of the project. The more traffic we get, either people buying, people selling, doesn't matter. The more amount in BUSD you're going to accumulate. So it all depends, and I can't set you, like a price, because it all depends on the volume of that day, or when
Yep.
it was handed out or divvied up. Now, there's an interesting thing when you buy the token for the first time. There's a If you go to your BCS scan and you look at it, there's a little tracker for rewards, and you can
Yes.
click that, and it'll tell you like how much BUSD you made in a day and so forth.
Wait, what are you saying? So I can go to here and I can see.
So if you go to your wallet address, go.
I'll
Let's
go
see.
to yours.
Yeah, go to
Where's
mine.
7
No, that's just
9?
transfers.
Oh,
So
this is
yeah,
transfers.
yeah,
One
yeah,
second. Here we go. This is still transfers
yeah. You have
American
to go to the contract.
contract address.
Yep, there you go.
Wait, what?
So it should give you holders. Click PLNT. Like you went to the wrong. Yeah,
Yeah, I went to the one
there you go.
second. 1 second. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. You're making me sweat, bro. Oh my god.
It's all
All right,
good.
let me see. PL
So
9799. No, no, no.
no. It's that
922.
one
There
right
it is.
there.
Yep.
So
All
you
right.
should have like a tracker. I don't know if it's there. It's not there. Scroll down.
I'm scrolling. You tell me.
Yeah,
Transfer.
I don't think it's gonna show on my thing. But as soon as you add the token to the thing, it
Yeah.
should give you like a dividend tracker information. That's where you could go to click it, and you can see how much BUSD you've earned.
No, that is good to know. I will have to look out for that. But I did see BUSD in my wallet. I did have to import that ticker to
Yeah,
see it. So that could be something that people may not be aware of. Hey, I'm getting all this BUSD, but it's not showing up in my wallet. And real quick, $1.99 donation rolled by Roll J, Platanaso, Exchanger Community. Love you, Teddy. Love you back. I love all the Ganja Goons. CoinView Cap in the building. Oh my God, we're just getting projects in here left and right, Jason. I'm telling you, you being on here, people are like, oh, what's Jason doing? Hey, I should go listen in on this.
yeah. No, it's it's a journey. It's a journey dealing with people and coming on here and being on your little show and everything like that. And I'm honored to be here with you and everything like that.
No, I appreciate it. And to be honest, I'm honored for you to even reach out to me to be like, hey, Teddy, I hear you make apps. What do you think about this app? Let's talk. I'm like, well, this is now interesting. And you're like, yeah, I already did my pre-sale. I'm like, Jason, you already did your pre-sale and you're telling me about an app right now. I'm like, come
So
on.
originally, I'm gonna tell you the story, and this is very interesting to everyone. We had set up on pre-sale, not pre-sale, pink
Pink sale.
sale.finance.
Yeah.
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 We set up a pre-sale originally that ran from 30 days in February. So the whole entire month of February for, I believe, the was 200 BNBs. No, 200 BNB hard cap to a soft cap of 150 BNB. And we only raised like within that month 3 BNBs, barely nothing. So I got kind of disappointed in the turnout because I thought I would have a better turnout, And I
Yeah.
was like, well, that night I'm gonna launch, another pre-sale, and let's see if we fulfill it. If I only made it 5 BNBs, hard cap,
Yeah.
and the minimum you could buy was I think $4. The maximum was 1 BNB,
Okay.
and within seconds of putting that, we had people come left and right, and like it was crazy. And I wasn't expecting that kind of movement nor traffic. And we launched it that same night because originally it was supposed to launch on Friday, and it was launched before then. So it's been
I
a crazy journey.
I completely understand. You thought you were going to do this, then you ended up doing this. Everything changed. You're adapting to the plan. Things are moving miles a minute. Imagine me when I got my subscriber run and I'm like, go. I just went from 100 subscribers to like 500 in a day. What just happened? It feels crazy. You get this entire rush, and then
Correct.
you have something like this that just happened previously today. And it's like, okay, now how do I get back to that run? Because we had momentum. Okay, we dipped a little, but how do I get back? And you've already thought this. You're like, guys, I've already done this. I'm doing this. This is the plan. This is what's happening. Also, Shibnobi Kang. Kang loves you all. We love you back. Appreciate you, Shibnobi Kang. Thanks
Thank you.
for the
So
donation.
the way I tell it people is I don't like to dictate what stuff is going on in the market. The market is what it is. I'm not going to tell people to hold. I'm not going to tell people to sell. But at the same time, if you want to support the project, try to do it responsibly. Try to do it responsibly. That way we can continue on and we can keep doing great things for the Hispanic community, Latino community. And plus, the more people we get, the more trading volume we get, the more BUSD you get in rewards. So I'm setting this up where, let's say we get, within a day trading, I want to say a couple of thousand people trading within a day, you're looking at, I'm just using this as an example, but hopefully my goal is to make everyone like $30 or $40 BUSD a day, and that way it
Wow.
just multiplies, and that way people can pull from that stable token because that's a stable token. So if BNB is down one day, that's going to remain to the price of the dollar. So that way it gives people, a chance if they want to pull that out or if they want to leave it to continue to grow, it'll continue to grow. It just all depends on how much traffic we get, and how many sales, how many buys we get.
No, that is crazy. That is crazy to hear because in reality, if I'm making 30 to 40 bucks a day, that's for one single person. That could be your lunch, dinner, breakfast. You've eaten everything. And that's just from your smart investment now. So that is amazing to hear. And it doesn't matter how much you hold to get 30 to $40 a day.
So it does somewhat. So if you hold more tokens, it's split up amongst the pool, right? So it's based on the pool.
Okay. So the more you hold, the better your reflections. The less you hold, the less your reflections. So what?
Correct.
A
A smaller
$1,000
amount.
investment would get you $30 to $40 a day?
I'm gunning for that. I'm hoping for that.
Okay.
That's what I'm gunning for and hoping. But right now, you're going to get very minimal because it's like we don't have that much traffic on a daily basis to sustain like $2, $3 or whatever. But I know some people that are getting a couple of dollars a day right now.
Okay, makes sense. And Jason, after you finish the AMA with me, where is the next AMA? What is the marketing that you're going to? I heard the Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces only get you so
So
much. I see more traffic in the YouTube lives than the Twitter Space.
we're going to be focusing on other streamers, but mainly it's going to be you because you're the one that I came to and everything like that, and I like your format, so I want to stick with you, Teddy.
I
But
appreciate it. The Shiva Lingam respects the PLNP Plat Army. I know you're out there. We are only going to go to the top. This is nothing. This is just a tiny thing. We've consolidated. We're consolidating. This is going to move. It has to. And if it doesn't, we're going to go everywhere and tell them, yo, get us listed. Get us listed. Chip Novi Kang, $20 donation. Platanaso, PLNT fan, BNB, Kang. Kang, appreciate you, brother. We really do. That is crazy.
so another thing I want to say too is this journey will once we get a nice place where we're kind of stable, because right now I'm like I said, I don't like sugarcoating things. I'm gonna tell you straight up how I see it. I don't care if it does hurt the project or if it does to the project benefit. I'm gonna be honest here. We're in the infancy stages of this project, and there's this danger right now where if you look at the chart, we're very extremely volatile. So I want to make sure that everyone is aware. This is very volatile at the moment, but I hopefully very soon and in the future, what our plans for marketing, what we plan to do, everything like that, you'll be rewarded.
Awesome. Jason, I think this is a wrap. I appreciate you coming on, buddy. I feel like we've answered so many questions that the community had. We have settled the fears. That FUD has been settled. There is no fear. There is no uncertainty. There is no doubt. We trust in Jason. I trust in Jason. I still love the app. I'm very excited. Even when that dip happened, I continued to hold. I didn't sell off, right? It doesn't make sense. Just because the token crashed, you're going to sell for losses? Never do that. So, guys, Ganja Goons, Jason, thank you.
And thank you, Teddy, for everything. Keep up the good work you're doing, man. And I appreciate being on here. And one last thing,
Tell
you
me.
know, we have a bright future, and this bright future, it's going to be several years in the making. So
Awesome. Very glad to hear it. Guys, thanks for
have a good night,
watching.
everyone.
We'll catch you next time.